So this is going to be how we're sending listings out to clients on SRAR, and then how we're able to look at those once they've gone out. So here I'm setting up a basic search in SRAR. I've already created my contact in the contacts list here in SRAR. So you want to do that first, is create them as a contact, put their email address in first. And then once you're on the search screen and you're putting together your search to send to them of different properties, so I'm going to just go ahead and select a few here and just say that this is what we're sending to the client. I'm going to then click on the email button on the bottom right corner. You may not see that here. Bottom left corner, sorry. I'm going to hit email. And then here I'm going to say who's this going to. You can click that little button on the left, and I'm going to send this to my client here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I do have to double click on the list to get it to pop up down here, and then I'm going to hit OK. And then, just like a normal email, I'm going to put in a subject and then click on send. So then that is going to email our client the list of listings. Okay, so then on the receiving end, this is what it's going to look like. The listings do come from a service called One Home, and then here's going to be all of the listings that I had picked out to send to my client. From here, the client is able to click on any of these here, and it's going to redirect them over to this page in One Home. Or if they had gone down to view the listings at the bottom here, what that'll do is it'll send them a complete map of the area as well as all of the same listings we had just sent to them. Now from here, in order for the client to save these and then for us as the agent to be able to view them, they do have to activate an account. That's going to be found up here at the top right corner. So they do have to click on this button, and then it's going to say here, this is the email address your agent has on file, and this email address here, I know it doesn't show it here, it's blocked off, but this has to match what they have in their contacts here. Oops. So if I click on the contact, it's going to have to match this email address that we put in there for them. So then once we go back in, the client does have to fill this out here, first and last name, and then create a password, in order for them to set up their account. So I'm going to go ahead and do this here. I do have to agree to the terms and then activate my account. All right, now from here, I do then have to sign up using my brand new created account. And again, this is just for the client. To the client, this is on their end here. So then now the page will let them sign in back into One Home. In a moment here, they should just get redirected back to the same page they were just on. But now they're gonna be signed in because they would have created an account, and that's what we see here. So from here, if the client likes any of the listings you sent to them, they can hit favorite on these here. It's going to be this little heart button on each corner. Or if they turn around and they do a completely new search on their own, and they're totally free to do that, they have the ability to do that from here. And so if they click through this and they're looking at listings in a different area or with different search settings, anything like that, they can, and they can also have the ability to click into these properties here and then favorite them, and then that's going to be able to save it to their account. Now on the reverse end, on the agent's end, how do we look at that? How can we see that? How can we see what they've saved? Um, so from here, there is going to be and then sometimes it's going to take a little bit to update on the SRAR side. But when you're looking at their details here, under the Essentials Review area here, there's going to be a button that shows up right below this, and it's going to say all of the favorites. You can click on that, and it's going to take you to a listing page where they're going to be able to, where you're going to be able to see that. So um, when you click on that favorites button, it's going to look a lot like this. And I think I can just refresh this here. Um, and again, it might take some time because I just did this. But anyway, um, it's going to show recent portal activity here for the client and basically all of the listings that they had favorited here. So then now on my side, I can of course click on this and then be able to see information about that property here. And then now I'm looking at exactly what they saw on their end, what they liked and favored it. And on my side here in SRAR, I'm able to see the complete history and details for this listing. So this is how through SRAR we can send listings to a client, how they can sign up for an account on the listings page, and then how they're able to save those favorites and properties, and then on our end, how we're able to see those. So just a quick rundown of that.